I saw it advertised first at the BSLM conference, and I really loved that it was for doctors, because obviously that kind of implies that it's at a certain level. But I loved that there was breadth and depth to it. So I loved that there was, he was showing examples of some of the tools, for example, and I thought, this is really fun because it's not just about health coaching. It's much broader. It's, there's stuff based in therapy, Gestalt, which I'd never even heard of, so it was kind of, this is much broader than anything I've done before. And it was just sounded really exciting and interesting. So there was going to be more for me than just another health coaching course. Yeah. Just how broad and deep you can go with coaching, that there's a huge amount of history and science behind it. I hadn't read as widely as I thought. I was more sort of, I'd sort of read the kind of business coaching models, and that was, and then had done a kind of health coaching course, and it was just lovely that it's so much bigger than that. But I think secondly was also that almost conversely, that actually coaching is, in essence, it's so simple. It's just powerful listening and giving someone space and time to think. And, it's so simple and wonderful and empowering for both coachee and coach, at the same time. So I love that. Yeah. I think has to be was the group we had. I mean, we just had such a lovely group, and it was so nice getting to know everybody and sort of doing 6 months, because life happened, and there were different events that people were going through, and it was just something very nice about the reality and the fact that everybody engaged and was honest and open, and it just made it very real and valid somehow. And I think I certainly learned about myself. I learned about other people. There's just something about being in a group. It's a deeper experience than just learning on your own. So the live workshops were the most fun bit. So yeah, it was kind of fun just learning alongside other people, I think. But it was also really useful to be coaching and being observed. I mean, that was the big difference between the previous course I did, to be actually doing the practice in a safe place with people who kind of understood what we were trying to do. It was, I think, absolutely invaluable. Amazing. I love that it's two people running it, you and Tom, because you bring a different approach, and that's actually really lovely. I discovered things about myself that had been hidden previously. So doing some of the tools like the River of Life, particularly the values exercise, one or two of the other things, I just learned about myself. And I think that was generative. So, every time you learn something, you can build on it, can't you? So, and I'm still learning, and I'm still reflecting on stuff that came up for me. And I think the other main area is that it's hugely impacted my coaching. So I'm a much more confident coach. I've got a much better structure I mean, Tom's code was quite revolutionary for me. I never really had a structure like that I could build around. So that's been a hugely brilliant tool. But to have that kind of toolkit has been wonderful, and I think will continue to be really helpful for clients going forward. So I wasn't expecting those things. So that has made a big difference. Yeah. It is transformative. I mean, it's changed. I think some of the conversations I've had, coaching type conversations, have changed the way my children are open to me. I mean, it's amazing. And yeah, I think even, I mean, one never should coach one's partner, and I haven't coached my husband at all, but I think it's that whole thing of, actually, there's more than one way of looking at this, and are there other solutions, and what else could we do, and how can we, it's just great to have those kind of open questions at the front of your mind instead of not being there at all. So don't hesitate if you think it might be for you, because it's I think it's so valuable in so many different ways. Even if you don't take it forward as a coach, you'll use it in whatever capacity you're already working. So for me, I've made this huge jump from being a health coach to just being a coach, a life coach, and just really enjoying that it doesn't have to be about setting health goals. It's just a really lovely way of broadening your skill set, whatever you do, whether you're a doctor or a coach. It's really fun. It's hard work, but you're getting a qualification at the end of it, and you're going to make friends along the way. So, what's to lose, really? It is literally the best postgraduate diploma course I've ever done. And I've done a few. So, well done.